So this week we are talking about how to avoid death by PowerPoint. And I really wish that people can watch this video before they actually generate a PowerPoint presentation, especially when they wanted to deliver very important message or they only have one shot to convey their audience. Say you're asking for fundings from your boss and you really wanted to make your presentation clear and sharp enough. I often feel like people have misunderstood the purpose of PowerPoint, including myself earlier. I tended to put as much content as possible in my slide. I was thinking that it will back me up in case my presentation skills fall short or I was being unclear. And that I think is mainly coming from the lack of consideration from your audience point of view, which likely lead to the death of PowerPoint, as mentioned by David Phillips. Now, personally, I have been using PowerPoint for the last 10 years, and I personally think that the 5 suggestions from David Phillips are the basic principles that we can follow. However, in real practice, we might have to consider more more constraints, or we have to balance off wishes from different parties, and we might not be able to strictly follow the 5 suggestion only. So what I suggest is that we can try to use a combination of these 5 suggestions. Say, for example, if we have to put more than one ideas on one slide, we can still make our presentation clear by deeming the other ideas when we're not talking about them. So the audience their eyes can rest on what have been bolded or highlighted while listening to you. And the other point that I wanted to address, and I wish he could bring it up, will be the use of visual aid or photos in the presentation, because I think it helps a lot to convey the idea that you're talking about. For example, I have this presentation that I did in the past, and I have to try to explain two very similar theories to the classmates. And because I'm afraid that they would get lost when I'm talking about it, so I want to make sure that they register these icons when I'm talking about it. So every time when I'm talking about this theory, I have this icon on the corner so that they can follow what I am, which content I'm in at the moment. And also, as I have to develop deeper to the ideas, say, for example, this concept of partialness, I also want to give them more visual aids so that they can associate with the scenario that when our ideas becomes partialness, and why it is being partial. So photos help to resonate ideas with your audience, in my opinion, and because they might have encountered similar situation in real life before. Photos are also very strong memory triggers, as well as because people approach visual aids with logic as well as feeling, and it forced them to use more parts of the brain to process your idea, hence leaving a stronger impression in their mind. So as to PowerPoint, this is all I have to share. Thank you for watching and see you guys next week.